Good morning. Giving honor to God who's the head of my life. Y'all live with Dree on Freedom Ain't Free, and it is Messy Mondays, okay? And we'll wait till we get a few viewers to kick in, and we'll get this Messy Monday started. And meanwhile, I hope everybody had a safe, blessed weekend, and everybody woke up this morning and prayed to have a safe, blessed week. Again, it's Messy Mondays. Y'all live with Dree. And the topics this morning is all the mess. Okay? So first of all, if we friends and you have other friends outside of our friendship, your friends should know what's going on in my life, in my relationship, with my children, with my job, any of that. And I think a lot of people have a problem with that because why is it that your family know all my business or your friends that are not my friends know all my business? And a lot of people, like I said, got a problem with that. Y'all run, it's not just women either. No, it's men too. A lot of men do it as well. You run your mouth to your homeboy. Like your homeboy should know nothing about what we got going on. But because y'all run your mouth like that, of course, everybody know everybody business, but it's a problem. That's just like I made a video over the weekend. You know, people love to be messy, so here y'all go. I basically was saying this. When y'all give somebody something, stop telling the next person, oh, I did this for her and this, that, and the other. Because my thing is this, if you did it for her, then you supposed to did it from the heart. You wasn't supposed to run back and tell everybody what the fuck you did for somebody just so you could get clout in front of people that probably barely even like you. A lot of y'all do things for people to like y'all or for you to fit in when you're an adult. How are you still trying to fit in with a crowd or anybody when you grown? You run around trying to get the latest everything knowing you can't afford it, putting yourself in a position, all because you want to show the next person that I'm grown and I could do this. And like I said, being messy, it's Messy Mondays. A lot of y'all be being messy in relationships and friendships. It doesn't matter. If my friend don't know you personally, it's nowhere in here you're supposed to know everything that's going on in that person's life, relationship, any of that. And a lot of y'all have that bad because you get mad at somebody that you cool with, and then you run over here and tell her, oh yeah, such and such said so and so. And then now it's a big old mess, all because you decided to run your mouth. But a lot of y'all be mad, but soon as somebody say something about that unhealthy relationship you in, or that nasty ass house you staying in, or that nigga that's jumping on you, then that's when it become a problem. No, it's okay. If you airing other people's dirty laundry out, it's okay to air yours out. My thing is this, if you don't want it done to you, stop doing it to other people. At some point you gotta know. Like, and I said this before, when y'all be getting on the phone with them quote unquote mother-in-laws and they love y'all to death and they want to talk to y'all about all y'all business and what y'all got going on so she can sit with the next bitch and have the same conversation, but then really don't like you but having the conversation with her, that be the fake shit. Y'all better open your eyes. So my thing is this, start reading the room. When you read the room, you gonna have an understanding of who do, who don't, and why. Because a person's actions as well as your body language gonna tell it all. If I'm sitting uncomfortable, baby, and I'm in a room, guess what? I'm gonna remove myself. Because there's no way I'm sitting in the room with y'all and y'all being messy and I'm uncomfortable. That means y'all discussing me, right? Oh, okay. And a lot of y'all had that bad. Ladies, stop thinking just because you slept with him that his sister is your sister. She's not. Stop thinking his mama cool with you because you slept with her son, because she's not. At some point, you got to wake up and read the room. Because look, everybody that's sitting around ain't friendly, and everybody that's around you ain't just sitting around talking about other people. They talking about you as well. And fellas, y'all have the problem be y'all too. Because y'all bring the female to the mama house knowing you got this girl thinking that, oh, everything is all peaches and cream. But then when she come around and they having a conversation about shit only you and her supposed to know, it's because you done laid up and ran your mouth. My thing is this, if you get in the head anyway, you get in the cat anyway, why you running your mouth? Why you discussing your old lady with a chick that you just sleeping with? Y'all got that bad too. And then y'all bring anybody around. It's like, oh, this is my homegirl from school. Not knowing you just beat her duties down, her homegirl and the cousin. Because y'all be messy like that. And it don't even matter because at some point, Y'all taking females to mama house, sister house, cousin house, and y'all discussing this is my dog, but then the whole time y'all sleeping together. A lot of y'all women be narrow-minded and naive as hell to the fact that some of these women are cousins. My thing is this, if you really not in the family, you really not gonna know. You're not gonna have to understand it. Just because he brought her don't mean they share the same blood. It's a lot of cousins out here that's fucking, and they cousins. But they feel like because that's not my uncle and that's not my grandma, we can do this. I still feel at the end of the day, if you grew up with them, you shouldn't be sleeping with them. And I don't mean, oh, you live next door. I mean in the household. I mean kids and cousins, family. But when you go to discussing that, y'all don't want to talk about that because it's like, it goes back to childhood trauma and shit like that. And then y'all be mad like, why you bring that up? Why you didn't bring that up? That be the problem. Why you didn't bring it up? Have a conversation with y'all kids now while they little. You know, it's funny how you do something when you young and then it affects you as you get older because you done put yourself in a position like, dang, say ladies, you got a boyfriend and boom, you done gave him a baby knowing it ain't his. But as you got older, everybody was talking about it. But guess what? It was funny then. It was funny as hell then. But now, oh, ain't none of that funny. Because guess what? Y'all popping them DNA tests out and them babies ain't y'all and y'all mad as hell. But the thing is this. They have to start changing the rules in the city, baby. Because once you sign that DNA, that document for that baby, guess what? You are now a owner of a child that's no longer, oh, okay, that's not even your baby. Right. But y'all don't be looking at it like that. The thing is this. We voting, they protesting everything else. Guess what? Y'all need to be protesting that. Fellas, when y'all get put on child support for children that are not y'all's and y'all can't take the child support off, don't you think that's a problem? These are things that y'all, oh, okay, that's where the messy shit come in at, right? I get it, but y'all don't. Read the room. Again, at some point, people have to stop being messy, whether it's from the mama, the grandma, the sister, or even the baby daddy, because nowadays men get up and it's no disrespect to nobody, but a lot of y'all men act like bitches. I'm talking about real strong ones at that. It's like y'all been around y'all mama so long to the fact that it jumped off her and jumped on you. Like, at some point, where do you act like a man? Where do you pull your pants up and be like, stop allowing certain things to happen? And these be the things that y'all be okay with. It's okay to do fuck shit around you. That's how you know you ain't a real nigga or a real man, because a real man not gonna allow you to do fuck shit, regardless of the fact of, oh, that's my man's, I'm gonna tell, no. You supposed to nip certain shit in the bud right then and there so that they can have an understanding not to do the whole shit around you. But some of y'all be so timid, it's like, dog, let him do him. No. The fuck shit wouldn't continue or go on for so long if y'all wouldn't allow it. If you just hit your man up and be like, look, dog, don't keep beating on that girl. That shit ain't cool. Or you gonna keep cheating on her and she doing this, that, and the other. Or, dog, go to the crib. Or a lot of y'all be married and it be like y'all be out 3, 4 in the morning and y'all wives be at home. And then somebody ask y'all the question like, what your wife think about you being out, all type of night? She good, she cooked, I'm chilling. My thing is this, it don't be just the old niggas, and that's the first thing y'all say. It be the old cat daddies that don't know how to grow up. No, it be some of you young-minded men as well. Like, at some point, it's like, when do you grow up? And it's just not men, it's women too. But my thing is, when does it happen? At some point, you want things to be different in life where you won't keep running into the same obstacle. Like, you got to get over the hump. At some point, read the room, see what's for you, what's not for you. And my thing is this, if God put you in a position to keep making you uncomfortable and you keep going back to that position trying to make yourself uncomfortable, you never gonna get nowhere. You're gonna keep going back to start. My thing is this, you don't never supposed to give up. But if you keep doing the wrong thing, eventually you should stop and try to do something different that's going to better the situation. But a lot of y'all don't do that because guess what? Y'all put yourself back in the position God took y'all out of only because you feel like, oh, okay, you ain't meet that pussy yet. I'm going to just say that. Or you ain't meet that dick yet. Or you in a position where you feel like, damn, fuck that. I don't know if he taking me out of it or not. No, why? Because you don't know how to read the room. My thing is this, you don't keep being uncomfortable with the same position over and over and over again and not realize that, why am I keep going through this? because God making you uncomfortable so that you could get comfortable. But a lot of y'all be so, it don't be love either, because love not supposed to hurt. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you're going to go through things. You're going to be whining. You're going to be crying. You're going to be calling the wrong motherfucker, telling them about your business. And now they done told everybody, including your mama. And you know, you got mothers that talk too much. They tell every motherfucker thing. Like, they tell things they not even supposed to tell. But then y'all sit around and lie, not my mama. Yes, your mother. You know why? Because half of the things that been told and said, it's because your mama told it. Or because the girl that you kicking it with, that your mama really like, but you go with the one she don't, she telling her all your business. So now, guess what? You know everything that's going on because baby didn't sat there and told it. But then y'all be sitting around acting like, oh, my mama wouldn't do this, my mama wouldn't do that. Or my mama, my thing is this, why do y'all be lying about it though? That means my thing. Stop gaslighting people, letting them think that your parents is this, that, and the other. Because guess what? A lot of us grew up with parents that were dope fiends. And right now, today, I'm talking about they clean as a bill of health and they shitting on y'all, but y'all still bringing up their past. Y'all still throwing, oh, you used to smoke dope. It doesn't matter. If they don't smoke dope no more, stop throwing that up in their face. Because at some point in time, you was a hoe and you was a weak-ass nigga. And guess what? They not sitting around telling people, oh, my son wasn't shit, or my daughter done slept with the community. You know why? Because at some point, you got to have to understand that people do change. And instead of y'all seeing that they leveled up and changed, y'all keep throwing that back in their face of what they did when you was young, or even if you was grown. My thing is this: read the room. You have to have the ability to feel like, if I changed, I don't need you keep telling me what I did when I was doing it. If I was smoking when I was young, guess what? I don't need you to keep telling me, oh, remember back in the day when you used to smoke and you used to steal us this, that, and the other, or you used to come up and we used to eat this, that, and the other. Guess what? We're no longer doing that. Okay, good morning, TT. We're in a position now where, guess what? We're no longer uncomfortable. We're comfortable. And if y'all read the room, you'll have an understanding of that, because guess what? Stop putting yourself in a position with people that keep bringing up your past when, guess what? You done move forward. You done put yourself in a position to move on. But guess what? They stuck where y'all used to be. And since you here now, it's like they trying to figure out why. Because guess what? God elevates. And it's Messy Mondays. Well, good morning. Good morning, champ. You know, you done been listen, congratulations on your new house, okay? You was in a position as well. People be thinking, that's just like, you was in a position. When you get on this platform and try to make a fool of somebody knowing the situation, you tend to be the fool. You know why? Because guess what? They're no longer laughing at what you wrote. They're laughing at your ass because they have the understanding of reading between the lines. And some of y'all don't. Some of y'all want women right now like, oh, I want to fuck her bad. Or because your man's had her or with her or this, that, and the other. You know why? It ain't never going to be the same. Nothing is going to be how you want it to be. Trust me. She might like that nigga and she might just be fucking you. She might love that nigga and she might just be chilling with you. Y'all have to have the understanding of how shit go. Y'all don't. At all. But you will though. Because again, God will make you uncomfortable. So you can have an understanding what it is to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stood around and be looking at all the wrong things when it comes to women as well as men. Don't get me wrong. And I say that because y'all look at the frame of a woman. Good morning, Keith. Y'all look at the frame of a woman. You're not looking at the fact that is her house clean? Do she got a job? Do she got common sense? How she treat her kids? Is her parents are involved? These are all the things you should be asking yourself when it comes to dating a woman, that's one, or kicking it with a woman, that's two. But when it comes to a man, it's totally different, because now you have to watch out for all the signs, because it's women out here that love their sons to death, and I mean to death. If they could sleep with them, they would. And it's no disrespect to nobody. It's just, if you're going to keep it real, flat out, okay? Some of y'all be out here, I wouldn't do this. Or you got a mother that'll give you advice, don't do this with my son. And then you thinking she hating, but the whole time, that's the mama that's keeping it a buck with you. That's the one that's telling you, hell no, because if it was me, I wouldn't do it. But some of y'all be so dick dumb to the point where you're not even looking at the signs that the mama done gave you. Because guess what? You hanging with the sister, she a hoe, you a hoe, but you still trying to chase him. Come on now, you gotta do better. At some point, fellas, it's like, ain't no way in hell your mama meeting every bitch you done hit. And if she do, it's sad on your ass. Because now she look, every female you done hit, she know. And if you got one of the mamas, she messy as hell too. Because guess what she gonna do? Soon she meet the one that you want to be with or you dealing with. Guess what? Yeah, girl, because the last girl he had over here. That's how parents be. At least some of y'all. I ain't that mama. At some point, it's like, y'all relationships is y'all relationships. I'm like this. Until you draw blood, I ain't getting in it. When you draw blood, I'm over there in it. I'm talking about all about it. I might be the one locked up. But at some point, y'all have to know. It's like, you got to take the good with the bad in these relationships. Even out of the relationship, you got to take the good with the bad. Because it's like, some of y'all come with so much and it don't even be jobs. It don't be clothes. It don't be none of that. Y'all be coming with y'all family problems, your homegirl issues, your homeboy, all that. But at some point, you got to step back and be like, you know what? These are not my problems, so you got to keep them. Okay? That's how you got to be. I tell my homegirls and my homeboys all the time, if y'all stop being cool with fuck shit and being around you, then you ain't even got to worry about it happening. Because they know how you is. If you cut like that and they feel like, listen, don't do the whole shit around me, then you have to understand like, oh, they really standing on business. Yes. Start telling your homeboy, dog, that's foul. Start telling your homegirl the truth. Look, baby girl, I done been over here a million times. I'm a female that's gonna tell y'all. Anybody that knows me know. I don't care if you got on perfume that smell good. I'm telling you, doggy smell good as hell. As far as females, if you smell like bacterial vaginitis, I'm gonna tell you as a female. If you smell like blood, I'm gonna tell you as a female. Cause at some point, what happened to the people that's supposed to keep it real with y'all? I'm one of them. I'm letting you know you stink. There's no way in hell. Somebody smelled you before you came out. And my thing is this. When people don't smell themselves, they didn't have that shit for so long to the point where now it has became embedded in them. So it's not a smell for them. It's normal. But me, no. We ain't going out. We ain't hanging out. You're not coming around me and you're not in the right form of fashion or smelling that way. Because at some point, I am who I am, and I'm going to tell you. Whether your feelings hurt or not, and that be the problem. And that's why the world is the way it is, because you don't stand on business by telling people when they do fuck shit, or when they doing shit wrong, or smelling wrong, or moving in the wrong direction. Y'all supposed to be friends. You supposed to stop treating that girl like that, because at some point, dog, she has your back. Or nigga, you gonna keep beating on this girl? Y'all don't do that. Y'all so all right with the shit that be going on. It's like, shit, ain't my... Y'all look the other way. No. How about you grab that nigga and tell that nigga, real niggas don't do that. If you gotta beat a bitch, walk away. But y'all don't do that either. Because the first thing you doing is you trying to console her so you could get some pussy now. Because this nigga wasn't right. You knew he wasn't right, but then guess what? When you get in a situation with her, she dogging you. You know why? Because you didn't come for the right thing. Y'all means don't be right. And then y'all be mad at everybody but the person you should be mad at. Yeah. It's like standing in your truth. I don't think people had a full understanding of when people say, okay, I am now standing in my truth. I don't give a fuck what I did before I start standing in my truth. This is the thing. This is the problem. People always use what you used to do and pull it up. Listen, we here now. We not doing what we did then. This is 2024. This is not 2019. This is not 2008. This is not 2005. It's 2024. And when people get the understanding of we standing on Plymouth Rock right now, goddammit, you got to move mountains. How we living in a world, you got to be able to move around. Point blank, people. And I don't mean move around the bullshit. I mean stand on the right shit. Start telling people when they wrong. At some point, y'all have to know, not advising people of the bullshit gonna keep continuing. And then you be the main I don't have that around me, but it's around you every day because you know why? You're not stopping it. And you're not telling them what's right and what's wrong because you agreeing to the bullshit. At some point, the cycle has to change. And it's not so much as that it starts, oh, it ain't nothing going on. Everybody sit around like they household so peaches and cream. Guess what? It may be if you're living alone. At some point, you have to start telling people when they wrong. Flat out. Everybody should know your business. Y'all have to stop doing that. You have to stop throwing what happened in the past in people's face. Y'all be holding over. Oh, guess what? A lot of y'all play and change face. Oh, my mama wasn't this, my mama wasn't that, or my mother did this, my mother did that. But some of y'all had some ain't shit ass mamas. And y'all still dogging them to this day. You know why? Because they still doing the same bullshit. But then when you got mothers and fathers that did it 360, as parents, y'all have to stop allowing them kids to whoop y'all with that past, because at some point, guess what? They wasn't a perfect kid either. So no, you can't keep throwing my past up in my face because of what I did then, because what I'm doing right now is what counts. And y'all don't be getting it because y'all don't have the understanding that you only live once. So in the life that you living now, if you decide to turn your life around and you no longer want to smoke whatever you smoking or do whatever you doing, then guess what? Toodles to you. Hip hip hooray. Because at some point, it's so many people that hang things over people's head, all because, oh, they want to use you. Let's get off into that. They want to use you. Because at some point, it's like, if you can't do what they need you to do, then that's when they bring up, oh, well, I remember you wasn't there for me. I remember when you smoked crack. I remember when we had no food. I remember when everybody was watching us but you. Why was I staying with my grandma, my auntie, or my cousin? Because you was out here doing shit you ain't had no business. Here's the thing. Stop throwing that up in their face, because guess what? If they was smoking it, drinking it, or running the streets then and they no longer doing it, stop holding that shit over their head. Because at some point, like I said, you wasn't shit either. Y'all be making it out like the parents is the worst in the world, but guess what? Once you get old enough, then I feel like this. Whatever you going through, bitch, go to therapy. Because you ain't going to keep throwing it up in my face, because at some point I changed. And if you didn't, it ain't my motherfucking fault. Because y'all be sitting around holding shit over people's head like a halo. Like, and so every motherfucking body, if your mama ain't smoked crack, your daddy did. And at some point you had to realize and think like how my mama was with him and he was smoking, or my daddy was with her and she was smoking, and they wasn't smoking together. They both was doing it. Stop being naive. The point is this. Stop bringing that shit up. Stop throwing it in their face. You like, oh, I remember my daddy stole everything out the house. Your mama did too, baby. Because guess what? You ain't going to tell me two crackheads in love and they ain't both stealing. At some point, y'all have to stop doing that, though. Y'all keep bringing up the past. You know why? It's not because you're not getting over it, because you're still stuck in the same situation. You're still in that space. Elevate, evolve, move the fuck on. That shit is trash. Throw it away. We no longer even discussing that. Right now what we're discussing is how to move mountains, how to make a bed, and get these kids together. Y'all don't be thinking about that. You know why? Because y'all be stuck in the past. If y'all gonna stay stuck in the past, start discussing these rapists in these families. Start discussing these motherfucking nephew, cousins, brothers that's supposed to be your uncle, nephew, and cousin, but they feeling on y'all fucking kids. Then they looking at them talking about they thick as hell. If y'all want to discuss some new shit, start discussing what's going on now. Start discussing you men around here running around sleeping with men, but y'all don't want to discuss that. If y'all want to start standing on business and standing on shit, start discussing what's going on right now. Stop discussing the past, because that's what it is. A person will hold shit over your head all because you put yourself in a position to keep allowing that shit. I don't give a fuck what I did when I was young. I'm grown now. And that's how you got to start presenting yourself. And if you don't, guess what? They're going to continue to put you in that bracket. They're going to continue to feel like there's no respect there. And my thing is this: when a person disrespects you with respect, it's a problem. And that may not sound right, but it do, because a person could disrespect you with the most respect. Real nice. I'm talking about that handle you. But again, a lot of y'all don't look at it. My thing is this: change the cycle, the narrative of the story. You want to give them something to talk about? Guess what? It ain't so much as them being in your business. Show them. Because actions speak louder than anything that's going on. Once you show a person different, then they going to have an understanding of when they go to running their mouth about you to the next motherfucker, they going to see, oh, no, I don't see that in them. But y'all don't look at it like that. But that's how it is. It's like everybody want to be loved in the world, but don't know. It's like this: you reciprocate it. No. Y'all don't know how. Love is not even love no more. It's like you can give a person a world and love them, a shoulder, a roof, a car, the pussy, the bag, and guess what they gonna do? Share it with the next motherfucker, or they gonna dog you out. But at some point, y'all be sitting around blaming people for shit they did in their past, standing y'all truth now. You want to talk about some shit? Talk about how y'all be creeping with niggas. Let's talk about that. Talk about how you be having that girl car at the hotel room, and you ain't with a female, you with a whole nigga. Y'all don't be wanting to discuss that though. But y'all be wanting to throw people under the bus. You be wanting to make people feel bad about life or what they did in life. But when it come to your business and what you out here doing, oh, you don't want to discuss that. You don't want to discuss you a married man cheating on a woman, all because of what? Y'all be cheating on bitches because they work too much. Y'all be cheating on bitches just because your man's didn't hit her friend. Y'all be cheating on bitches because a bitch bought you some shoes that you could have bought yourself. You have to start paying attention to the room. Okay? Well, guess what? Change ain't gonna change itself. It started with you. At some point, self-preservation. You got to get up. You got to make it happen. And at some point, it has to happen because you want it to, not because the next motherfucker is watching you. It's Messy Mondays.